there is something holding you back from making all the progress that you want to make in your self-improvement journey, and it might not actually be what you think. You see, something very common that happens when somebody gets on self-improvement is as follows. You learn about good habits and bad habits. You learn about dopamine. You might even start to do meditation, and you might even read. Now, this sparks an idea in your brain that you are now better than everybody else. Everybody else is an absolute loser and a buffoon for not being on self-improvement. You get the idea that because you've meditated and because you've read 5 pages of Can't Hurt Me, you are somehow better than everybody else. When you look around you and you see people not reading and not meditating, you find that absurd, which I can understand. However, there is a problem. The thing holding you back isn't not doing good habits and stopping the bad habits. It's a part of it. The thing holding you back is ego. The belief that because you've gotten onto self-improvement, everybody around you is below you. Like, for the first few months that I was on self-improvement, I would look around and I'd be like, what are all these, like, at my school I'd be like, why aren't they on self-improvement? What are they doing? And honestly, I'd feel this kind of like this, not this hatred, but this sentiment of anger towards people who aren't on self-improvement and who I thought were doing better than me in life. Like, why do they seem to be doing better than me, even though they're not? I don't think they're doing good habits, and they seem to be, like, vaping in the bathroom and doing dumb shit. Why is it that people like that are doing better than me? And I think that's a sentiment that is often shared, but not very talked about in people who start self-improvement, especially teens, who see others doing better than them, even though those people don't seem to be on self-improvement. And so there's this feeling that, wait, if I'm on self-improvement, I must be better than everybody. And that's your ego. Your ego is stopping you from realizing that, wait, all I've done is read 2 pages and watched a self-improvement video. That does not make me a self-improvement guru. That does not make me an incredible person who's going to achieve massive things. You have started to take action, which is good, but don't think that just because you know something, it makes you better than everybody. This is something that's actually, it's an effect. It's actually called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's something that happens when somebody learns about something and they automatically think that their capabilities, what they're able to do, is higher than they actually is. They get an ego boost because they've learned something that not everybody around them has. The second you learn about meditation, you think, wow, all these losers don't meditate, they don't do this, they don't do that. But yet you've barely just learned about it and you've barely implemented it into your life. And that's why ego is holding you back so much. You have to learn that you're not as good as you think you are, so you can make way for the progress. If you think you're so good, if you think you're a 10 out of 10, there is no room for progress. That's why learning that, wait, I'm not the best. Yes, I've learned about meditation. Yes, I've gotten onto self-improvement. However, that does not mean that I am above everybody else or that I'm a superhuman. No, it doesn't. You have to recognize that learning about things is great, implementing them is even better, but learning that you can always be better, that you're not that great is incredible. So that's why the one thing holding you back is yourself. It's yourself. It's your belief that you can't get any better because you've watched a self-improvement video. It's the belief that other people are dumb because they don't know what I know. It's the belief that I've already done 5 minutes of meditation. There's no need for any more, right? It's the egotistical, self-centered belief that you have that because you're on self-improvement, you're better than everybody else. Being on a part of self-improvement is recognizing and being humble. Recognize that doing that doing good habits and stopping bad habits is great, but that you don't have to go and flex to everybody that I've done 5 minutes of meditation today, that, oh, you're not reading, oh, you fucking loser, you fucking buffoon, what are you doing? No, recognize your own lack of knowledge. Now, just to be clear, what I'm not saying is that you shouldn't have an ego. Now, this can seem like, oh, you just said ego is bad. Which one is it? Is ego bad or is ego not bad? Well, there is a fine line between having an ego that hinders you and having an ego that helps you. Having good self-esteem is different from being an egomaniac who thinks he's incredible because he's read a book. There is a very good book that talks about this, which is called Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday, which I think you should go read. It's a fantastic book that dives into basically what I've talked about here, and it's truly a book that you should read if you want to make more progress in your self-improvement journey. So just control your ego. Realize that, yes, I've learned about self-improvement. That doesn't mean that I'm the best. However, I've learned about self-improvement, so I am doing better than most people. I am on track to doing better than most people. What determines whether you will stay on that track and become better than most people is whether you let your ego get in the way of you taking action and of you doing the things necessary to make progress to your goals and dreams. Alright, by the way, bro, I'm going to release a course soon when I get to around 1,000 subs, 500 subs, so stay tuned for that. And I'm considering building a Discord server, so stay tuned. Alright, that was all. I hope this helped you, and I cannot wait to see the progress that you make. Cheers, bro.